So, what is the OSGi broker? It is an event-based communication middleware that is capable of delivering messages between multiple clients via multiple protocols. Okay, that probably didn't mean a thing to you. So, why don't we try it again? Why don't we start with the why? So, why did we build the OSGi broker in the first place? Like all stories, this one starts with once upon a time. Once upon a time, we at the Magic Lab discovered that more and more large displays are being placed in the public. At public transit stations, on exterior walls of the buildings, and at sports venues. Then we thought, it would be great if we can figure out how people interact with these large displays with their mobile devices. Our research focused on what kind of applications can we make, what is the interaction model, and how we can make it easier for people to participate in these interactions. For research purposes, we've developed many applications that has the interaction component between the large screen client and the mobile device client. We then discovered that our solutions don't really scale. Not only that we were writing the interaction part of the code over and over again, but also it gets really troublesome when there's a lot of phones trying to talk to a lot of large screens. Decoupling the two and adding a middleware broker could make our lives a lot easier. We started looking for an event-based subscribing and publishing system among existing solutions. However, they're either too complicated to configure for our easy use case, or they don't contain enough functionalities or are not flexible enough. In the end, we decided to build our own broker, and it solved all of our problems. Now, I think you have a better understanding of the OSGi broker. Let's take a look at how it works. The main responsibility for OSGi broker is to ensure smooth communication between its clients. You can think of the OSGi broker as a farm with a bulletin board on it. We call this bulletin board a topic. There are two people on the farm that helps to maintain the board. One is the subscriber, we call him Mr. Sub, and the other is the publisher, we call him Mr. Pub. Mr. Sub's job is to receive messages from the outside and post them onto the bulletin board. And Mr. Sub's job is to get the word out whenever there's a new message posted. People from the outside that tries to get information or post information onto the board are called clients. In our case, these will normally be our cell phone clients or our large screen clients, but they can be anything else. The board works on a subscription basis, which means Mr. Sub will only deliver messages to clients that are subscribed. When a client wants to be subscribed, you will have to walk to Mr. Sub and tell him so. Mr. Sub will then put him on a list right beside the bulletin board. When there's a new message posted on the board, Mr. Sub will check the subscription list and deliver to those clients who are subscribed. When a client tries to post a message on the board, he'll take the message to Mr. Pub. Mr. Pub will pin this message on the bulletin board and tells Mr. Sub about it. Mr. Sub will then check the subscription list on the wall and then deliver the message to the correct clients. Let's see what happens in a multiple client scenario. If client A sends a message to the board, by default, all the subscribed clients will get the message, including himself. However, he can also specify who is the message specifically for. For example, he can write in the message that this is only for B, then only B will get the message. Likewise, he can also specify who he doesn't like. For example, he can say, I don't like D, I don't want him to see this message. Then D won't get the message, but everybody else will. In reality, the OSGi broker actually have more than one topic. Hence, there are multiple bulletin boards on the farm. When a client tries to send a message, he has to specify which bulletin board this message is going to. The publisher then takes the message and posts it onto the correct bulletin board. After that, the subscriber will take the message and deliver it to everybody on the subscription list for that topic. In reality, there's more than one Mr. Pub and there's more than one Mr. Sub. Each of them represents a different protocol. For example, the Mr. Sub for HTTP will only deliver messages to HTTP clients. And likewise, the SMS publisher only processes SMS messages are being sent to the broker and publish that to the corresponding topics. Although exact details for each publisher and subscriber might be a little bit different, but they all work very much the same way as we've talked about. And the best part is, they all live very happily on the same farm and they work very well together. They broke the barrier of protocols. For example, if an SMS publisher published something onto a topic, the HTTP subscriber would happily take that message and deliver it to all its clients, as long as they're subscribed. Currently, the broker best supports the HTTP protocol and has limited support for TCP and SMS. We're looking to bring more Mr. Sub and Mr. Pups to work on the farm so that we can be compatible with more protocols. Now you know all about the OSGi broker communication basics. You can go ahead and have fun with it. You can also learn more advanced features from the next video or refer to our online documentation. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask us. Thanks for watching. Have fun.